All right, here we go. Championship action. San Jose JRrSharks versus Locomotives. Maybe take the face-off. Face-off stuck in the docks. Pops out to Noah. Noah off the boards up to Kaz. Kaz tries to tip it over to Mason. Ends up off the glass. Sharks come out with it. Going through neutral ice here. Picked off. And they bring it into the slot. Hit wide. Back up to the point. Shot. Shot goes wide. Kaz is going to get it in. Sends it back up to the point. Shot saved by Jackson. Going to get a switch here. Declan and James coming out. Devin, Eli, and Nolan. Devin to take the face off. Face off won by the Sharks, but they fumble it. So Eli's able to get it out, but he kind of gets tripped up just a little bit. So Nolan goes on the chase behind the net. Sharks bring it out along the boards. And they're able to do a stretch pass wide. They're going to work their way in on James here. Hitting into the corner. Devin's there, giving some good pressure. Comes across the crease, pops out. Declan pops it out. Can't quite get it out. Back behind the net. And Jackson's just going to cover this up. So quick turnaround for the boys. We really only got like about an hour of rest before they had to come back to the rink. So hopefully they can get their legs out from under them here. All right, Max and Logan. Alex out there with Nicholas and Dane. Face-off comes back to the Sharks in the dot. They're going to lay it back to the point. Maxim giving pressure. Now they ring around behind the net. Nicholas giving pressure around the net. Maxim to go help out, and he's going to bring this out. Pops it out. Going along the board. He's got help from Logan. Dane keeping it in, but they're able to pop it into the corner. Dane's now got to go get this behind the net. He pushes off his guy. Logan pushes off his guy, but Sharks kind of coming out with it here. Maxim's got a hold of it now. Gets it out of the zone, gets pushed down. Nice shot by Logan. He gets tripped up, no call. And Sharks come back in. Into the slot, deflected. Now into the corner, working on Nicholas. They're going to take it around and opt for the point, but it gets deflected by Maxim there. So nice job by Maxim. We're going to get fresh bodies out onto the ice. Work it in deep and spring it down along the boards. Noah's going to go collect it, sends it over. And Kaz is going to pick this up along the boards, shifts it up to Wes. Wes and Mason though. Kaz is in now. He's in the slot. He's going to go ahead and take a shot. Shot goes wide. Mason's working along the board. Jumps it to Wes. Wes behind the net to Kaz. Kaz trying to work it out from the skates. Gets it over to Wes. Wes now going along the boards. He lays it off. Mason's just going to pop it down low. Now Kaz gets a stick lifted there. Not quite able to get to it. Mason getting pressure on the other side. And Wes able to hold this into the zone. Nice work by Wes. Jackson's going to run onto this. He's going to backhand it over to Mason. Up in front, rebound. Jackson behind the net now. And he's able to pop it to Wes. Kaz makes a run in, gets poked away. Noah's going to have to go beat this guy to it. Noah does, backhand. Nice job by Noah. Kaz is going to rip it up and he's probably going to get a full change. Not bad by that line. Good pressure. And Devin goes to try to intercept it. Just misses Devin, so Declan's got to pick it up on the backside. He's going to ring it around the boards up to Nolan. Nolan off the boards and out. And Sharks are going to have to reset. Nolan again trying to pop it up. Kind of stuck in the middle of the ice here. And Sharks bring it into the zone. They're going to fumble it and have to wrap it around. And back behind the net it goes again. For the wraparound, Jackson's up front though, and he easily stops it, and Declan gets a hold of it and trips it up to neutral ice. Eli now having to give pressure. Eli giving a lot of pressure. Nice job by Eli sticking with it, being a thorn in that kid's side until Declan's able to give support here. They work their way out to shot by Jackson, saved by Jackson. And now Logan trying to backhand it over to Declan. Logan off to take it off the grass. Eli's got to go get it. Tries to pop it up, can't quite get it out. And it's going to wrap back around. James now going to get it. Pops it around the glass up to Logan. Logan pops it up. And Maxim's trying to get to that first. Declan, the sharp guy, on center ice, stays along the glass. And finally, we're able to kind of pop it out there. Maxim again, he's going to go off the boards. It's going to ice.
All right.
So Kaz, Wes, and Mason back in. Dane and Nicholas on the backside. 10:41 left in the first period. Score is still 0-0. Faceoff just sticks in the dots there. Like the battling away in the dots. Sharks come out with it, but it gets hit off their stick instantly. Into the corner goes Dane. Mason's going to pick this up. Now Mason to try to break it out. He's going to do a little spin move reverse and tries to get it over to Dane. Wes now grabs it. And Wes is going to try to build it up along the boards. Wes has got it again, and he's able to get by. Wes got to pull out a steam coming into the zone. He gets around one. He's got Mason with him. Oh, just missed Mason as he laid it off through the crease there. Wes again shoveled it kind of to the center of the ice where nobody was, so Nicholas has to come back and get it. Nicholas off the glass and now up to Kaz. Kaz just going to turn around and dump it in, and we're going to go chase it down. Wes now grabs it, and he's going to work his way. It's poked off of his stick, and out come the Sharks. Sharks coming in on Jackson. Makes a move around one. Nice save by Jackson.
A lot of speed.
But that's all right. Devin out there to take the face off. Face off won by the Sharks. Goes back to the point. They're just going to send it in. It's going to go wide. Eli's going to come run onto this. Tries to chip it up. He is able to get it up and out. No icing. They are going to call the icing. Thought hit a Shark on the way out, but I guess not. Devin again to take the face off. Face off one. Back to Noah. Noah along the boards trying to get it to Eli there. Sticks into the dots. Nolan is able to pluck it out. And Sharks dangle it in and pop it back into the corner. Noah's going to get to this. He's going to ring it off the board. She's looking for Eli. Comes in the center of the ice. Pops out to Nolan. Nolan now trying to work it up the boards. He is able to get it up to Devin now. Eli's got it. Eli mishandles it. Devin's in support. He's going to pop it in and get a change here. Here come the Sharks. We're going to just shoot it. Jackson's going to pop it to the side here. They work it right into the dot. Shot goes wide. Back across the crease. Nobody's home. Pops it to the point. We got to get a little organized here. Jackson now, he's going to grab it, and he tries to get it out, and it does make its way across. So Sharks going to have to reset. Going to get a partial change here as the Sharks come back in. They're working to the shot. Shot goes wide. Hit off the boards. Nolan trying to run onto it. Noah there now. And defense able to poke it out to the corner. There goes Maxim. Out of the zone it goes. Logan can't quite get to it. So Sharks back in again. You got James in on defense here. Noah's still out there. And Kaz is out there too with Mason. So you got a partial change. And Mason work along the boards. He is able to poke it to Kaz. Kaz is going to stick it to himself, and he's going to run onto this. And Mason comes in the backside. Good support by Mason. Mason comes in, shot, save.
Yeah, boys. Here we go. Go, Mason.
So 0-0 still. 7:41 left in the first. Declan and James out there with Wes, Mason, and Kaz. Face off one. West goes take it, gets kind of clothesline, no call. Declan comes in, tries to pass it. But Sharks intercept, and they're coming down the ice. They got a full head of steam. So they're working away in the corner on James, but James isn't fooled and is able to kind of delay him enough. We're going to wrap around the boards for Declan to run onto it. Declan trying to get a pass over to Kaz here. Kaz is going to have to try to get to this quickly. He does. He gets it. Takes a shot. Saved by the Sharks goalie. Good save by them. Outstretched toe. Nice work by Kaz. Wes has it now. He's going to work his way up to the blue line. And he's going to pass it off to Kaz. Kaz working with the dots. He's going to go ahead and shoot it. Deflected wide. Wes now behind the goal. Tries to get over to Kaz. They're a little too close to one another, so unfortunately couldn't quite work that out. Here come the Sharks, though. Nice hit by James. James with a great stick check. And we're back on it. Wes with the spin move. He's going to go ahead and take on the whole team. He's just going to dump it in and get a change. Eli's going to go have to run onto this behind the goal. He gets shouldered off, but he's going to stick with it. And it's going to dump down. This should be an icing. Icing gets called off. And James tries to wrap along the board. Does get it back up to Nolan. But Nolan now having to fight along the board. Sharks player comes out with it. And they're in the corner now. Sharks player dangling in the corner, waits for his point man to come up. Can't quite get it off. In the slot goes the Sharks shot. And shot goes wide. Lucked out on there on the deflection there. Sharks now behind the net. They get by Nicholas trying to wrap around, but Jackson just shoves his skate right there. He's definitely not letting that in. So good job by Jackson to recognize what that player was doing. So fresh five coming out on the ice. Noah, Jackson, Logan, Alex, and Maxim. 6:01 left in the first period. Logan to take the face-off. Face-off won by Logan. Goes back to the corner. Jackson's fighting in the corner. Sharks come out with it. They go into the slot. Deflected by Noah. Back behind the net now. And Logan's still working. This guy's able to clear it in the slot. Gets deflected. Alex gets it, and he's just going to send it down the ice. It hits a Shark player as it comes out. Noah's grabbed it now. And Noah sends it up to Alex. Alex pops it up. And this is going to ice. So Jackson and Noah staying out there. And we're going to have Kaz, Wes, and Mason join them. So we'll see if we can get a little offense going here, a little pressure. Mason to take the face-off. Face-off won by Mason. Noah's going to wrap it back around the goal. Wes is going to have to go grab this along the boards, trying to get it up to Kaz. Can't do it. Jackson now brings it out of his own, but unfortunately gets picked off when he tried to pass it over to Kaz. So it's going to go across the crease here, and we're going to have to work it out. They go into the slot. They miss it. Up to the point. Shot. Saved by Jackson. And Jackson's going out to give his guy pressure here. Gets picked up by Mason. Now he's got a breakup. A bad catch on the pass, unfortunately. Kaz is just about off to the races. Wes now having to come in. James grabs it from him. And James going to work his way out. He's got some fresh ice. He opts to take it through. He makes his way into the circles here and dumps it right in front for Wes. Just outside the reach of Wes. That was nice of James. And Devin gets dumped at the point there for his. We're getting hooked all over the place and slashed, and ref's not calling anything. Now Nolan's going to work his way in. He's going to power move into the corner. And he gets a nice pass to Goody. Shot up in front, deflected. Yes! Oh! Eli pushed it home. Eli was able to get that. Nice job. We're on the board, 1-0.
Good job, Logan!
Dirty, greasy goal.
Good work, boys! Good work, guys!
There we go. Nice job by this line. They've been hunting all this morning. They weren't able to find anything, but they got it now. So great work by these guys. Now Nicholas out there with Dane. Same forward staying out there. Nicholas is going to collect it, get it up to Devin here. Devin to Eli. Eli's just going to pop it off the boards. And here come the Sharks. Nicholas now working into the corner. He's just going to rim it around, trying to get it over Nolan. Nolan's able to poke it up to Devin, and Devin's off. Devin gets pitched off into the bench there, but Eli grabbed it, almost tripped up. Kind of, again, getting poked and prodded at. Shot by Nolan's going to get glove saved by the goalie. He's just going to drop it down. for his defender, and here come the Sharks. Sharks do neutralize. They're going to work their way in on Dane. Shots easily shuffled aside by Jackson into the corner. Sharks now into the dots. Shot saved by Jackson. Jackson standing tall. Two Sharks in Jackson's crease, and Jackson just falls on it, covers it up. Nice work by Jackson. And we get some fresh legs out there now. Jackson Noah coming out with Nolan, Alex, and Maxim. 3:31 left in the first. Boys are starting to buzz now, getting their legs back under them a little bit here. Face-off gets picked up by Noah. Sharks come out with it, though, and they're going to bring it in front. Chipped by Jackson out to the side. Shot saved. Goes 5-hole, I think. And Sharks are on the board. Tie game, 1-1. So 3:22 left, and it's tie game again. So Mason, Kaz, Wes out, Jackson, Noah. Face off, Kaz wins it, but Sharks pump it off their stick where Wes is going to grab it. Wes into the zone now. Wes works his way around one, gets the dots. Power move to the net, saved by the goalie, picked up by Mason. Mason's going to turn, give it back to Wes behind the net. He's looking. He gets shoved into the corner here, getting some help, I think, by Mason down there. And Noah, but Sharks are going to come out with it ultimately. So Noah's working his way back and saved by Jackson. And Noah finishes his check into the boards. Nice job. Jackson's going to pick it up, and he's going to work his way behind the net here. He's going to get it up to Kaz along the boards and pops back out. So Noah's going to run onto this here. Noah's got lots of time, so he's going to give it over to Kaz. Lots of space in front of him. Kaz misses Mason on the pass, and Sharks are going to pick it back up again here. Sharks coming in. Mason cuts him off, though, right at the blue line here. So we're going to work along the boards. Now Jackson holding it up, and Jackson's going to pick it up, and he's going to get it off to Noah. Nice job by Jackson, and Noah's going to ring it around the boards for Wes. Wes trying to get it out. It's held up at the point. Now Jackson's going to grab it, and he's going to go ahead and skate this out. He's going to get to the red line here. He's going to go ahead and just dump it down deep, and we're going to get a change. Good work by Jackson.
Good job, Jackson. Way to get it deep.
And Aaron pass was picked up by Eli. Eli shot way over. Got a little excited there, but nice try, and Sharks are going to ice the puck.
Good job, boys.
So good pressure. The ice is still tilted in our favor at the moment. Let's see if this line can pop another one in here. 1:46 left in the period. Sharks win the face-off. They go into the corner, and they're going to try to just ring it off the boards, and it's going to go all the way down for another icing. So Devin out there, Eli and Nolan, James and Declan. Face-off won, but Sharks were able to stop it before it made it back to our defenseman. Declan pinches, and he's going to go ahead and take a shot. Goes wide. It's going to ring all the way around. James is going to have to go get this along the board. James sends it up the boards to Eli. Eli up the boards too. This is going to ice. So coming down for a defensive zone face-off. Goody's still in there with Declan. Oh, looks like we're having a change out here. Dane and Nicholas coming on. And then we got Alice, Maxim, and Logan. Face-off goes back to the Sharks. And they're going to work their way along the boards there. Nicholas is trying to go get it behind the net. And still behind the net there. Kind of get pushed off the puck in the corner there. Sharks come out with it. And they go into the slot. Shot saved by Jackson. Really nice save by Jackson. Sharks still now have a hold of it, and they are going to go out to the point, and they're going to shoot it in. Goes into the slot, gets hit wide. And their Sharks will be first one to the puck, so we got to see if we can get it. Nice block by Maxim. Back up to the point, though, unfortunately. And back into the corner by the Sharks. Sharks kind of have complete control of the puck right now. Back up to the point. Needed the pass. Alex giving pressure now, doing what he can. Shot goes way wide. This should ring all the way around. Didn't quite have enough speed to get out, though, and Sharks pump it back down to the corner. Dane's going to grab a hold of this, and he's going to ring it around, trying to get it over Logan. Logan's got some time. Whips on it, but he's got time, and he's going to make the red line and get a change. So good job by that group, getting it out and getting the full change. So looks like Dane might have gotten stuck out there. So Dane's still out there, picked up by Mason. We got 2-on-2 coming the other way here. Mason into the corner. He's got Kaz. Yeah! Nice job. Nice setup. Mason to Kaz. Popped it in. And that's 2-1, folks. Right at the buzzer. Literally 0.0 seconds on the clock, and we pop it in to pull ahead at the end of the period. Good job. All right, back to start the second period. Face-off comes back to Noah. Noah's just going to go hard off the wall, makes it out. Kaz now trying to run onto it. He beats his man. Wes gets to it. Wes has beat his guy. He goes in, pokes it. It's right there on the line. Oh, damn. Oh, nice save by the goalie. That was good work by the goalie. Wes almost got that 5-goal.
You see that? It just sat there.
It just sat there right on the line. But again, got to give the goalie credit for staying strong on his skates there and not letting that get pushed across. Same 5 staying out there. Amazing to take the face off. Puck drop makes its way back to Noah. Noah's just going to pop it down into the corner. Can't quite make it. Sharks get a hold of it, and they're going to come out. Jack along the boards, and he knocks it back up to Wes. Wes now trying. He's got Mason with him, but not quite able to hold it in. Jackson gets in there, and he's able to get his stick for Kaz to come support him and kind of disrupt the play there. So Kaz now off the boards to Wes. Wes trying to pick it up, gets it to Kaz. Kaz now working along the boards, trying to get it over to Mason. The Sharks come up, poked away by Jackson, back to Noah. Noah's going to poke it up to Wes. And Wes, makes it around. He's looking for someone, and unfortunately pops it back out to the Sharks player. He's now going to work their way in here. Shot goes off the glass. It's going to ring all the way around to the point. And going to get popped back down for Noah to grab. Noah's going to do a little spinorama.
Skate, Noah, skate!
And he's going to opt to just take it up himself. So Noah's going to get pinched off here. He's got a hold of it. He's going to go wing a shot. It's going to go up and down. It's a good work by Noah. And we're going to get a full change here. So here come Declan and James with Devin, Eli, and Nolan. I'm going to cut the sound off occasionally so you don't get a copyright issue by Facebook. But anyway, face-off one picked up by Eli. Eli working behind the net. He goes through the crease, back door, looking for Devin, almost hits him. James pinches, is able to hold it in. Good work by James. He's going to get some help by Nolan. Nolan working his way into the corner. Sharks are going to have to pop it up off the glass, and a bouncing puck is going to make its way all the way down. Declan's got to go run onto it. He's able to distract enough for James to come in support, and Nolan grabs it, and he's going to deflect it into the corner, and we're going to dump and chase here. Sharks able to kind of break it out here. And here they come the other way, intercepted by Declan. He's just going to do a little pop-up to Devin. Devin now having to work along the boards. He's got Nolan too. Declan's going to pick this up again. He's going to opt to turn it and pass it across ice. And Devin's now got it. Devin's got a step on his guy who's slashing the heck out of him. He is able to get that shot off, but goes into the corner. Devin back on his feet now. And he's got the puck. He works his way in the slot. Backhand, kid, backhand. Oh, opts for the forehand and just popped it just over. Nice work by Devin. Almost pulled that one off. Tries to pass it through the crease, but we didn't have anyone home, so Sharks on the breakout here. Declan now trying to hold it in, and he's able to do so that James gets the puck, and James tries to get it over to Alex. Just misses Alex. And Alex to give pressure now. And here come the Sharks. Maxon now, he's going to chase his guy down. He's trying to pinch him off there at the line. Declan's going to try to grab this in the corner. Nice job by the Sharks player. Does a little spin move right into the slot, and they're going to pop it in for the score. 2-2. Sharks bring it around to the corner. They're going to just chip it up and out. Dane's going to go have to run onto this. And Nicholas gets it first into the corner here. Sharks now working around. Nicholas able to hit it away, but goes back to the Sharks player, and he's just going to dump it into the corner. Dane's going to get it, kind of got his stick held up. He's able to get off the boards down to Wes. And Wes is going to break this thing out. Here comes Wes. He gets around the Sharks player quite easily. He's got a lot of speed. Wraps around the goal. He's looking, tries to spin across the crease. Unfortunately, misses Mason there a little bit, so the Sharks come on the way back out. They're just going to make the red line and go ahead and put it in on Jackson. Jackson to Jackson. Jackson's going to wrap around the pass here, and he's going to bring it up ice to Wes. Wes kind of missed it there, so it came into his own. Kaz gets it. Kaz by himself. Kaz shot, misses the net, goes wide. Mason can't quite hold it in. Woo, that was close. Sharks go ahead and shoot it into the corner. Jackson having to run onto this. They're going to ring it around the boards and go back behind again. They're going to jump in front, but Wes is right there. He's just going to grab it and bring it out. Wes has got a lot of players on him, and he gets slammed into the boards. And down into the corner it goes, and we're going to get a partial change of our forward core as they sling it up the ice. And it's going to make it all the way down. They call the icing off again. Noah's going to grab it, though, and he's going to scootle his way around his guy and gets the pass to Devin, but it hits off of Devin's stick, and here come the Sharks back in. Sharks in the corner. Sharks to the slot. Sharks shot saved by Jackson. Picked up by Devin. Gets it over to Eli. Eli just sends it out. It's going to be down. This shouldn't be an icing. Going to get a defensive change or a partial defensive change. Noah's still kind of stuck out there. And our forwards are going to have to go chase this down. Nolan going to give pressure.
Good work, Nolan. Keep working,
He's
buddy.
keeping it down there until all of his teammates can kind of come in to help. Here come the Sharks into the zone. And they opt to pass it off. Logan's going to go try to get this along the boards here. And it makes its way out. Sharks having to reset here. And they're going to bring it in. Poked away by Noah. Noah's been out there for a long time. He gets it out of the zone. And Sharks are just going to play with it kind of right at the blue line. And then they're going to bring it back in. Sharks opt to shoot it right in the slot. Good defensive play by Noah. Saved by Jackson. James is trying to get it up to Logan. Goes under Logan's stick out to the point. D pass on the other side. Shoot in for a deflection. Deflection goes wide. And Maxon should be able to get to this. He's got a lot of time, so he's going to skate this up. Maxon gets choked off. Logan's there. Noah's still unable to get off the ice. Maxon now trying to get it up. Logan's trying to poke it out of his zone. Sharks come up with it. Sharks work their way in. Good job by Maxon to poke it off again. And now it's into the corner for James to get it. James gets it up to Alex, who tips it, and this is going to ice. But at least we'll get a change going on here. Sharks take it behind the net, makes its way up to the center of the ice, shot in.
Good job, Declan.
Nice job by Declan to keep it out.
Good work, Declan.
Back to the point again, whiffs on the shot, and they're just going to opt to get in the corner. Declan cuts it off, gets it to West. West back up to Declan. Declan able to get it out and kind of chip it down into the corner here. So we're going to go have to chase this down here. Kaz is going to give pressure. He's got Mason with him as they go to break it out of the zone here. Nice job by Mason. Great defensive play. And Mason tried to move, picked off by Kaz. He's got Mason in front if he can find him. He's going to wrap around the back of the goal, though. And cut off at the point. Jackson's going to take it now. He's going to drop it down deep to West. See if West can bring it into the net. Oh, it's right there in the crease. Oh, darn it. Held in by Declan. Declan shot. Rebound in front. West has got it. Oh, bummer. Now Mason into the corner. He's working with his guy. Pops out Kaz. Takes a slapper. Goes wide. And Sharks are going to chip it out. And it's going to go all the way in the corner. No icing once again. Jackson able to poke away from his guy. He's working along the boards, waiting for some teammates to come join him. And he's keeping it kind of along the outside here. And West coming over, and they're together tag teaming until they can get up to Mason. Mason now off the boards, trying to get it popped up to himself. Couldn't quite get it though. West now in support, and he comes in, and he's got Eli with him. Takes a shot, rebound. Eli trying to work it out front. Devin now. Devin's there. Oh, Sharks have to go back behind their goal to recompose themselves, and they're able to pop out. Nice job by Devin. Devin wins it. He's going to take it to the slot. He's going to shot blocked. And I think Jackson's trying to get off the ice there. He's out there with Dane right now. They're going to work into the slot. They're going to shoot. Maybe the slot wide. Looking behind the net. They're in the slot again. Going to pop it up. Maybe the goal got knocked off. I'm not exactly sure, but we got a blown whistle. Yep, goal is off. So we will get a change. Get a couple fresh bodies out there. Let some of these guys catch their breath. 6:21 left in the second period. Score 2-2. All right, Logan, Maxim, Alex out there with Dane and Nicholas, I believe. Sharps take it up to the point. They're going to work in the dots, go D pass. Maxim is pressing them. Dane's now working into the corner. They're behind the net, into the slot. Saved by Jackson. Nice job by Jackson. And we're going to get a forward change. Actually, it's like a full change. James and Declan coming out. Kaz, Mason, and West. Face-off goes back to the Sharks. Shot in the circles that goes wide. Goes back behind the net. James is going to get it. He's going to do a reverse here. Gets it off the board. Hits to Kaz. Hits Kaz right in the rear end. Kaz is going to bring it out. Pops it up to West. West is going to make the red line and dump it in. Kaz going to chase it down in the corner here. And Sharks ring it around up to the point. Held in by Declan. But Sharks able to bring it out now. Declan going to get onto this. He's going to backhand it over to James. James got some room. He gets it over to Mason. Mason can't quite get it out of the zone, but Kaz pops it up. Now Wes is going to grab it and kind of all working raw along the boards, but not able to quite get it where we want it to go. Sharks get it now, and they're going to bring it in. And they lay it off, but James is going to get to this first. Pops down for Mason. Mason's going to grab it. He's got a lot of time. He's just going to hold on to it until he can kind of get it up to Wes. But unfortunately, it popped off the boards and back down deep again. James almost had it, but he overskated it just a bit, so we're having to work down low again. Work along the boards in the corner. Mason and James going at it with their Sharks player trying to dig it loose. Puck's still stuck in the corner here. Finally, Sharks do come out with it. They go into the slot, but they miss. Declan gets it. Wes has a hold of it now. He's going to try to pump it up to the point. It does come out to center ice. And Sharks go pump it back in, but it's going to go right to James, who's going to pump it right back to the center. Kaz gets it over to Mason. Mason tries to do a spin move, couldn't quite hold on to it. Wes now in support, and he tries to get it down deep. And here come the Sharks. He's got a full head of steam working his way in on James, though. James keeps him to the outside. Good job by James to keep him outside. James now working along the corner. Spin it out to the corner, get into the slot. Nothing doing for the Sharks, and Wes is just going to get it. He's just going to ice it. We can get a change here. 4:04 left in the second period. Jackson and Noah coming in on defense with Eli, Devin, and Nolan. Devin will take this face off. Pops out to Jackson. Jackson working along the boards, gets it up to Devin. Now they're kind of working. Devin able to pop it loose. Still kind of working along the boards. Finally, Jackson's going to get a hold of it. He pops it up to Eli. Eli dumps it down deep. And Eli's going to go chase down his own dump. Eli's working hard, and he's able to distract his guy enough for Devin to get a hold of it. Devin goes across the crease, sitting there for Nolan. Nolan able to hold on to it. He's going to pull it back. Devin now working into the corner here. And Devin is able to work it loose here. But now they're just kind of going back and forth right along the corner boards. They're still digging. Puck's not really moving anywhere. I think it's wedged up against Nolan's skate. Nolan's kicking at it. Got all forwards along those boards there. Finally, it pumps loose into the corner. And Sharks are going to come out with it here. Sharks are going to work their way in on Jackson. They do a drop pass and then swing it behind the net. Noah goes to pick it up in front. Devin's going to get a hold of this, and he's going to ice the puck.
All right.
All right, Logan out there. Max and Dane Nicholas working into the corner, goes along the boards here. Maxon going to run onto this. He just pops it out. Central ice here. And here come the Sharks. Sharks are going to work their way in on Alex. Nice poke check by Alex. Logan's going to pick it up, and he's going to get it out. The Sharks back in. Dane's going to get a hold of it, and he's just going to pop it right back out. The Sharks are going to have to reset again, and they're going to dump it down. They're going to have to go chase it. Dane's going to grab this behind the goal line here, and he's going to take it up a little bit. Gets poked off of his stick. They're going to work their way into the slot. Backhand and saved by Jackson. Pops out to the corner, and Alex gets a hold of it. Goes off the boards here. Out to the point. They're going to shoot it in. It's going to deflect behind the net. Maxon's going to have to go get it. Finally, Dane gets a hold of it, and he's just going to ice the puck. So we'll get a change out here. Declan and James coming on. Kaz, Mason, and Wes. 1:57 left in the second. 2-2 game. Mason takes the face-off. Face-off one goes to Kaz. Kaz tries to pop it up to Wes. Wes just able to get it off the line. It's offsides totally, but they let it go. Kaz gets it poked off his stick, and here comes San Jose. San Jose working their way in on James. James pinches off his guy so that Kaz can get it. Kaz goes along the boards to Wes. Wes got a whole lot of room in front of him. He's got Mason with him too. And here comes Wes through center ice. Wes has got a lot to beat. Works his way to the corner here. And he's going to wrap it down low for Mason. Mason now trying to find someone in the crease. Opts to go back to Wes. Wes now working his way. And he's going to take it to the slot and shoot it. Not a bad shot. Saved by the goalie. Sharks work its way out. Declan grabs it. It's got Wes off the glass. This is to Wes. Wes couldn't quite get his stick on it. So Sharks dump it down. Deflected by Declan into the corner. Declan gets it up to Kaz. Kaz bumps it to Mason. Mason's going to work his way down the side into the corner. Gets cut off by the Sharks player. Nolan now kind of gets pumped off the stick, and Nolan comes in. Nolan's going to pump it down for Eli to go work his magic. It's picked off. Nolan now, we're on sides. Nolan working it into the corner. Nolan kind of getting pinched off along the boards. We're behind the net now. Nolan trying to find it. And we've got a blown whistle here as we had a downed Shark player. And the goal, I think, got knocked off just an inch or so. So reset offensive zone face-off. Jackson and Nolan on defense. Devin, Nolan, and Eli. 29 seconds left. See if we can pop one in like we did before. Devin on the face-off wins it into the corner for Nolan to go get. Sharks come out with it. Sharks up off the glass. And they're going to come 2-on-1 down on Jackson. Pass, shot, gets missed. And popped up behind the goal for Devin to grab it. 14 seconds left. Devin's going to skate it up. Gives it over to Nolan. Nolan passes it over to the Sharks. And Sharks bring it back down. They're going to go ahead and shoot it in on Jackson. He's going to put it in the corner. And that's going to do it for the second period.